we sure don't like Justin Timberlake all of a sudden.
Let's go!
I mean, it's not sudden, I guess, but to me it feels like we went from some people not liking him to pretty much everyone not liking him overnight. I started writing this episode right after the Super Bowl performance, which, yeah, you know, the reviews on that were pretty mixed. Some people thought it was just meh, but others thought it was really mediocre. And then in between there's everyone who thought it was okay. I mean, I mostly liked it personally, like, yeah, it was a little safe, but I enjoyed it. But even I'll concede it wasn't nearly good enough to drown out all the negative buzz. For one thing, he started the night off with his new single. That was not a good sign. I feel kind of defensive for Justin, who's made so much music I like, but I don't know what to tell you here. What am I gonna say, that this is a good song? It's not. Okay, let's back up a bit. In 2013, Justin Timberlake stopped making shitty movies long enough to drop a big, long album with lots of fanfare. And 4 months after that, he released a second big album that was even longer. And it's not like those albums did badly exactly, but for that much hype, it underperformed. There just wasn't enough good songs on them. Also, all of them went on too goddamn long. But now, after another long break, JT's finally releasing a new album. Another comeback. A comeback from the comeback, almost. And the big hot first single off of it was called Filthy. Now, to be honest, I don't really like this kind of single in general. I mean, the video for it, where he plays like a Steve Jobs type, introducing his hot new robot, that's perfect. It makes perfect sense. Because it's the kind of song that's not even really a song, it's a product launch. It's a trailer, it's a promo for the album. It's the same trick he pulled with Sexy Back.
I'm bringing sexy back.
I realize I'm sitting at a lonely table for one on this one, but I hated Sexy Back. But I completely understood why it was so big. It was less a single and more of a campaign theme. A single that says, you're listening to me because I'm the biggest thing on the planet. It doesn't even matter if you like me or not. Timberlake 2020. Justin Christ Superstar. Something to blast out of your tanks as you invade a country. I love the smell of sexy in the morning. So that's the idea, at least. I don't think it's working for Filthy, though. He released it a few weeks ago, and ever since he dropped that single has dropped like a brick in the ocean. By the time I get this video out, it might have gone negative platinum. Or who knows, it might turn around, but I don't see it happening. Taylor Swift pulled this same move with her latest disaster, but even though the sales numbers were a little underwhelming, she did get some mileage out of it because Taylor Swift still holds a death grip on the public's imagination. Justin Timberlake has become a boring man who makes songs for kids' movies. But let's break it down piece by piece. Start it off. Justin has been hot shit for a long time. But let's be real, Justin was lame for at least as long as he was cool. There was a window of time where you could use hip-hop slang and not sound like a trying to be cool youth pastor, but we're past that. Got my swagger back. I think even my dad knows the song those come from.
Yes, I got my swagger back. They ain't leaving till 6 in the morning.
They're not like a Bruno Mars style throwback, it's just him puking up cliches. I'm surprised he didn't add, we're gonna get jiggy with it, y'all! So, anyway, this song has to, start at some point, right? Come on.
Put your hands all over me. No, this ain't the clean version. What you gonna do with all that meat? Cook it up for me and serve it.
There is way too much to unpack here.
Put
Hold on, I think I'm gonna have to like write an outline just to understand everything that's going on in these 4 lines. Okay, let's start with the title. Filthy. Filthy. What do you even mean by that? Look at... Wait, hold on. I'm just reading the album art here. Should be played very loud. Oh, was that the problem? Okay. Crank that shit!
Real. Haters gon' say it's fake.
Yeah!
On my face, fake.
Yeah! Yeah!
Your friends, my friends, they ain't even 2 seconds in the room.
Okay, volume is not really enhancing the experience here.
Exactly what you like. Times 2.
Yeah, this really isn't a banger or anything. I'm not sure why the cover art says that. Okay, that wasn't the problem. Anyway, like I was saying, filthy. Filthy? No, let's be clear. There's not a damn thing filthy about this. Now, sexy, you can get away with. That's pretty subjective. But filthy, I mean, that's a lot more measurable. You have ratings board to measure this exact kind of thing. And filthy would be lucky to even be rated PG. Justin, you realize this song gets played on the radio, right? Including that line. I heard it. If they can play the non-clean version on the radio, it's obviously not that bad. I mean, there's no bleeps, there's no edits. The only thing keeping this version from being played on public airwaves is that no one likes it. Kids probably wouldn't even have to change the lyrics, and they change the lyrics for everything.
You used to call me on my cell phone anytime you need to talk.
This is a long-standing beef I had with Timberlake, dating back to when he was in NSYNC. Now, I hated NSYNC. I still hate NSYNC. Backstreet forever. But their single worst moment was this one by far.
Dirty pop, baby, you can't stop. I know you like this. Dirty pop.
Dirty pop. 'Cause they were so dirty. You know, NSYNC. Disney ass, this I promise you, NSYNC think they're dirty pop. At the same time that like Juvenile and Ludacris and even Christina goddamn Aguilera were tearing up the charts. You don't become edgy just because you say you are, Timberlake. It's not like clapping your hands to make Tinkerbell come to life. You don't just believe that you're filthy. The only thing filthy about this song is that he uses the word filthy. And he's not even using it correctly. I'm trying to think of any time I've heard filthy hands used in any kind of sexual connotation, but no, filthy hands always means you're a repulsive, shit-encrusted turd person, get the hell away from me.
Take your hands off me, you damn dirty ape!
And then, oh boy.
What you gonna do with all that meat?
Pardon?
What you gonna do with all that meat?
All that meat inside your feet? How come no matter how much distance we put between us and my humps, we can't escape its shadow? And this song is somehow just as bad. Okay, 1, Justin, do you know what meat symbolizes?
Who wants some man meat?
I do! I want some man meat!
2, okay, actually we gotta back up for this one. Okay, the PR for Justin Timberlake's new album, Man of the Woods, is that it's his rootsier, back to nature inspired record, allegedly. It's a weird, undercooked concept that doesn't ever come together. And filthy doesn't fit into the whole back to the woods thing at all. Unless those ugly dubstep wibble wobbles are the sound of bulldozers coming to pave over those woods and belch some filthy diesel fumes into the atmosphere. But if I had to guess, the meat thing is a leftover from that whole rootsy concept, because barbecue seems to come up like more than once.
Sus. You got all of it. Go ahead. Sus.
Yeah, the whole album is like he tried to reverse engineer bro country. Like the parts are all different, but yeah, the effect's pretty much the same. And finally, one last thing. I hate that thing artists do nowadays where they yelp at the end of the line like they just got kicked in the balls.
just give me you.
It's the most annoying thing in the world. I'd rather have will.i.am back than that. Of course, he was the one who probably came up with it.
Baby, don't you mind if I do? Yeah, exactly what you like. Times two. Yeah, got me singing. So baby, don't you mind?
Okay, nitpicks aside, my main thought is that maybe this song could use like a hook or a chorus of some kind. Of course, I also thought that about Sexy Back, so what do I know?
To the chorus.
What chorus? There's no chorus, you lying song. And, does anyone else think that the concept for this video looks familiar?
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
And what you gonna do on that beast?
Good God, this song is going back in time to erase every speck of cool he ever had.
Long as I got my suit and tie.
If you know what's good.
You know, I referenced My Humps earlier, but the song it actually reminds me most of is Boom Boom Pow. Just a bunch of half-baked song fragments and random sound effects that sound vaguely like hype. It's just obnoxious. I really think this is a career ender for JT. I mean, no, that's not like a concrete prediction or anything, but it wouldn't surprise me, because it's,
Baby, don't you mind if I do? Exactly what you like. Times two.
Oh, God damn it! Sorry, my computer's loaded down with viruses or something.
Baby, don't you mind if I do?
Sometimes the audio playback starts stuttering and grinding like this. I need to do like a full system restore or like buy some new equipment. My program is slowing everything down, or what do I have to close? Come on! Oh, never mind. It's just the actual song. I don't know what they were going for, but what you're hearing is like the acoustic metaphor for this song's entire concept glitching and failing as everyone realizes this was a bad idea. Yeah, Filthy was right, because this song sounds like hot garbage. You wish, Justin. Yeah, if you're lucky, everyone will think this is fake, because believe me, nothing would be better for your career than if you can convince everyone that this isn't you. Fake news! How about no? And wash your goddamn hands!